Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my video where I'm covering all of the Telegram airdrops that I'm currently farming. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, why are you even watching part 2? What are you doing? Stop cheating, go back to part 1. So in this section, we're just going to cover the passive miners. This is the stuff where once you get it set and going, you only have to really check in on it about 3 to maybe 5 times a day or even less than that. Super easy to do, no crazy tapping required, and they essentially just farm themselves. Alright, so first off we have POCKETFI, which is a mining app that mines Switch token, and this is led by CEO George Lazovsky, who has been actively engaging with the AMA and discussions within the community. They secured $5 million funding, which is pretty big, and they're set to list sometime in the fourth quarter, with 51% going towards mining, 25% for the DAO, and then 24% for the team. And this one's fairly simple. I mean, just log in every couple of hours, click the button, and claim your Switch. If you go over to Big Pump, you can join a waitlist right now, and the more friends you invite, the better. And then over here, they have the Switch wallet itself that you can use if you want to fund it or you do anything in here. And I have a feeling that's probably where they're going to drop their token to. Then next up is a really super easy one called ToTheMoon. With this, it's a spaceship that you have, and it mines coins passively while you're not logged in, so then every so often you can just log in and claim your reward. You can upgrade, and upgrading doesn't take very long. It seems like the main play with this though is to build up a crew, so you can invite friends, and then once you're able to do that, then you can go on a lunar expedition, which seems to be the really big thing, so I'm trying to slowly build my way up towards that. They also have missions and stuff that you can do over here, like a daily, and I like the fact that you only have to check in every so often. Then next up we have CyberFinance, and I like this one because I literally only have to check in like every 12 hours, and I was able to achieve that by boosting up the mining rate and the timer over here so that I really don't have to be that crazy active on it. Then they have their own wallet as well, which I haven't created, but I'm sure that's probably where the airdrop's going to go to. So for now, you're really just logging in though and just clicking on it to claim. Now the next one we have is Bits, and this one is pretty cool. This launched on September 3rd, so it's fairly new. You just log in every 3 hours and claim your tokens that you're mining. I really like the UI and the way it looks, and what's cool about these guys is they're going to be doing an airdrop basically every month of USDT, and then in December is when they're going to do their final airdrop. So it's still early, you can still jump on this one. The next one is a super easy one. This is GraphDex. This one's super simple. This is made up by another CoinDex, you know, that also has their own wallet. So anytime there's a trading dex or a company like that behind a product, I'm definitely all about it. And this one's super easy because just come in, click what you're farming, and you're good to go. And then they actually do different airdrops as well too, all of which I missed out on because I'm late. But better late than never, I can still at least get the GraphDex airdrop. Another super easy one that literally requires no time whatsoever is Buzz. You just log in and click the claim every so often, and it just passively mines any rewards you get or anything like that. You'll be able to come over here and claim them, and boosts over here, which you can get just by logging in the game and collecting your points. You'll level up, and then you'll be able to get better boosts. Then we have this app right here, which is Cedex, which is actually really cool. They have a game right here that you can play where you can tap to decide whether you want to be decentralized or centralized, and then they award you points based off that. Their listing is going to be sometime around October, so you still got some time to farm this one, and it's super simple. You can go over here to farm, and it'll just start passively farming for you, which is super easy. And I like this one just because of what they're kind of doing. It's pretty unique, and they're also pretty well known, so I figured why not just an extra one to have. And then there's Bump. Now this one is pretty interesting because you can farm their token, and then you can head over to the NFT market that they have right here, and you can buy NFTs that they have. Now I haven't really done that yet. I haven't messed with it too much. I've jumped on my Android phone and kind of looked into it, but right now I'm mostly concerned with just farming as many points as I can. The big thing on this is if you do the farming, I just went right into the buy boost and I bought the month-long one because that's great. It farms for a super long time, so you're not checking in like crazy, and then you just come in, claim your tokens, and then let it go back to auto farming again. Another one that's been popular and mentioned a couple times is Seed, and this one you just go in, you claim your seed token that you're farming, and then there's a different variety of things you can do here. So every couple of hours a worm appears that you can catch, and you might get like a common worm, you might get a rare worm. The rarity itself is random, but you have a chance at getting something nice. As you keep saving the worms, you eventually get an egg that you can hatch, and when I got my egg and I hatched it, I got this little baby sparrow right here. You can send it out on hunting missions where it'll gain extra seed for you. You hold the little bird, you tap it down to make sure that it's happy. As you can see, the happiness bar is down there filling up, and then when it's at 100%, you're good to go. Then you feed them, and then you can send him out on his hunt. So now he'll be out hunting for 12 hours, going for more seed token. Also, if you click over here up on the question mark, it basically tells you everything that you need to do for the bird. And then if you click on this little lightning bar here, you can click on full guide, and this will actually bring you to a very serious overview guide on the whole game and the bird breeding and everything. So if you're into gaming and you like stuff like this might be something cool to do. They have different games you can play if you want, so you can try to collect eggshell pieces. You can go over to the hunting guild if you want and join up with one of those. They also have a market right here where if you have any bugs or eggs and stuff that you want to sell, or you have extras, you can just sell it over here for more tokens. If you mess around with Telegram stars, you can come over here and purchase more stuff. And then they have your inventory, which just shows all the different things that you have. And then over here, the airdrop just goes and shows everything that you need, when the listing date is, which is in November, and all the different stuff you're going to want to do to be eligible for that. And then we have the Hexen.io app, which is part of the Hexen.io ecosystem with over 6 million users in 150 different countries. And with them, their listing is going to be part of a free listing program, and it hasn't really been specified yet. You just come in, you claim, and then you let it do its thing. They have a little trading section over here, which I haven't really been messing with too much. I'm mostly concerned with doing the mining. And then your account where you can connect your Solana wallet and your Ton wallet, which I would highly suggest doing. They also have a booster up here that you can click on. You just check in every day and it'll increase your mining and what you're getting. Then next up is this one called CLAYTON, which is getting a lot of buzz. Super easy one, just come in, you collect your CL token. I would definitely suggest playing a couple of the games because it may or may not have a hand in their airdrop, but you don't have to go too crazy with this one. Just like all the others, just come in, claim, and then bounce for a couple of hours. Then we've got CryptoRank, another one where you just pop in, claim your tokens, and then it'll start mining again. They say they're trying to build like a crypto analytics program, so it's pretty neat and it's pretty cool to always be early on stuff, so I'll definitely try messing around with this one and seeing where it goes. And then we have this app, which is by the Nomis app. Now, you've probably heard that name before. Nomis is kind of like an authenticator almost, in that it checks your wallet identity and confirms that you're not a Sybil or a bot. And I'm really big on this one because a lot of crypto and NFT stuff that I do with airdrop farming, they have a lot of stuff like this when it comes to like minting an ID or minting your identity, and it always does have a big play in it. So when you first log in this app, right off the bat, you can collect your tokens. And then they give you the option to, if you click the center button here, you can calculate your ton score and you can mint an ID based off of it. Now, I'm actually holding off a little bit. I noticed that my score keeps going up more and more every day, so I'm going to wait until I hit around like 50 and 60 and then I'll mint it, because I don't want to keep re-minting it every time my score goes up. If you mint your pass, you'll also get ×2 as well. They give you an option up here to connect your wallet, which I highly advise doing. And yeah, definitely look into this one, because like I said, this is probably going to be big and play a big part in the Ton ecosystem. I can definitely see the Nomis app and your ID having a big play into other airdrops that are going to come up in the future. Now, this is another one that I have talked about previously in my other videos, so I'm not going to get too wrapped up in it, but this is AlphaWorld, and this is run by some guys that do an NFT project on Wax called NFT Stonkers. They always do different types of things that reward you with staking and stuff like that, and I'm always down with that. You just log in every 9 hours, you click on that, and you're able to claim your tokens. If you click on profile, you can add all your different wallets and socials, which I highly suggest. And then if you have a Wax wallet, you can add your Wax wallet, and then as you mine the coins, you can claim them. If you get a chance though, I would really check out the more detailed video I put out on this though, because they have an NFT that you can grab that gets you 3 times as much mining, and it earns you a ton of different rewards as well. This is one that I actually really like because I'm all about my Wax ecosystem drops. Then next up we have the Tomarket app. Now this one's been getting a lot of hype because it was created by teams that have a background with Binance and Microsoft, supported by BitGet and ForesightX. So there's a lot of hype around this, and it's going to be listing sometime in October. So it's still not too late to jump on this one, and it might be good to just get in a little bit early on it. They also have a game that you can play, which is kind of like a falling game. All you do is just click on all the different tomatoes, and then that's how you earn your different stuff. And then they have a part over here where you can connect your wallet, which I always suggest with these airdrops because that's usually where they're going to send your airdrop to. And then if you click up here, you get the chance to level up every day. So you can use the points that you get in the game to level up more, which actually helps with your standing in the airdrop. So that's going to be worth doing too. Then we have the BLUM app. Now this one is really big. This has been getting promoted by Binance. The listing is going to be sometime between late 2024 and early 2025. So there is still plenty of time to get on this one. And this is an easy one. You just claim your tokens, start farming, and then you don't have to worry until another 8 hours. They have a drop game that you can play just like the tomato game. This is a big one though, and it's still pretty early, so I would suggest getting on this one. Alright, now another one that we have that is brand new that just came out and is super easy to do is called Wonton. Now this one one is super simple, and like all the rest, you just jump in and then it just starts farming for you passively. Just like Tomarket and the BLUM game, these guys also have a falling game that you can play. You can do a couple of tasks to earn a Wonton. You can also come in here, and if you want to do ton transactions that are pretty cheap, they're usually around like 23 cents. You can also earn a league pack and open one of those up. And kind of like the banana thing, you get different Wontons and then you can add those, and those will earn you more passively. So for example, when you begin the game, they start you using this traditional one right here, which earns you about 110 Wonton per hour. And then when I opened up one of my packs that I got for free, I got this guy who gets me a little bit more. So I'm going to equip him. And now that I've got him equipped, you can see him up front there, and I'll be earning more. So this is a really easy one to jump onto. Not too much to do, not really involved, and it's brand new, so you're going to be early. So definitely get in on this one. And then we have this one, which is on the SWE network, which I just think is really cool, called Mnemonics. Now the whole concept of this is pretty neat. I like the UI, that kind of old school look to it. And basically what this is, you go down to where the 3 computers are, and you'll click on one of these. And the premise of this is that you want to hack a wallet, quote unquote, in order to gain bills. You can either select a random word from down here, or you can just auto select, which is I do, and then you can choose how you want to hack said wallet. You can do the basic method, which takes about an hour, or you can use the chip method over here to the left, which takes about 10 minutes. And as you can see now, it's generating a key to hack the wallet, and in about 10 minutes when I come back, I'll have some bills that I'll earn. And then when you earn bills, you can go over here where it says airdrop bills laundering, and you can choose to basically stake and launder your bills if you want. So I'm going to put in the max, insert, and there we go. So this is actually pretty cool. And then there's a whole guide here as well down at the bottom that'll bring you to a link, and it shows you all about how this works, and it kind of goes through how the bills pool works, and it's pretty interesting if you want to give this a read. They've already done 4 rounds of their airdrop, but they have 4 rounds left over, so while we're still not early to this, we're not late either. And if you come over here to the quest section, you can earn more chips and stuff to hack more wallets. But I like this one, it's pretty fun, and I'd like to see where this one goes, so I'm going to definitely be messing around with this. And I also like that it's involved with the SWE network as well, which is kind of a slept on token still, so that's kind of cool. Now this is something really quick that I'm just going to talk about because it keeps popping up in all the different communities I'm in, and it's called Major, and they're kind of tying in like social media and gaming into ton, and I've messed around with it, and I'm going to be honest, it's not really super exciting for me. I don't know, maybe it'll be good just to sign up for it and be a part of it, who knows. Sometimes people get airdrops for the dumbest shit, and this might be one of them. This is definitely one that I need to look more into though, and it does seem kind of interesting, so I at least wanted to dip my toes into the water with it. And then we have the TonStation app. This might be one of those ones where it's good to just get your toes in the water and get in on it, because they have a couple other projects they're working on as well. With this one, you just come in, you claim your token, and then that's it. You sit back, you let it mine after it starts farming. They have the roadmap right over here that shows you everything that's coming and what they still have to do, so it still looks like there's still a lot of stuff planned for this coin and everything that they want to do. They've got a launcher section so you can launch all the different games that they have. Soon Runner is actually one that a lot of people have been playing and messing around with, so if you're doing this, maybe you want to check out Soon Runner as well. Not really too involved, so you don't have to go crazy with this one. Then next up we have this one, which I feel is a low-key sleeper. This one is super simple. You know, you have every couple of hours you can come in and claim, and if you head over to the boost section, you can actually upgrade all of that stuff, and I upgraded it in such a way to where I don't only have to come back every 9 hours to check in, so I'm not going crazy constantly. I have to check in on the app. They have a pin that you can enter that every so often gets dropped. You can find that on Twitter, and if you enter it in, it'll get you an extra 1,000,000 points. They've got quests every so often that pop up, which I highly suggest doing, especially these ones here with the ads watching and watching the full ad. Definitely going to play a huge part in this airdrop. And other than that, it's like a regular tapper too. You can tap away and do what you need to do and earn per hour. And then this right here for the airdrop shows everything and how it's working. Their first airdrop was September 20th, which was a supply of USDT. And then they're going to be doing a couple more USDT airdrops until December when they do their final airdrop. So we're still early on this one. And then last but not least, we have Vert. Now this one actually I really like because super simple. You log in every so often, and every couple of hours you collect their Vert token. But the reason I'm really all about this one is because when you go to collect your token, you'll see right there it gives you the chance to claim ×2 with your Ton wallet, and it does the same thing as well when you upgrade. So if you want to upgrade any of your stuff, or you want to come over to the cards and upgrade any of this to increase your mining, you can actually do that But when you upgrade, you can use your Ton wallet. Now this is why I'm all about this, because you can come in here, you can use your Ton wallet and do these cheap like 1 cent transactions, which are not only getting you transactions on the Ton wallet, but you're not having to spend any of the Vert token you own. And for just a cent, you're increasing how much you mine. So you're literally investing a couple of cents a day. So just on that alone, I really like that because it's helping me get unique transactions on my wallet, and it's allowing me to play a mining game too. And Vertus is pretty well known. They've been trying to integrate social media and Telegram onto the blockchain, so they're not like just a nobody company. And this is supposed to be dropping sometime around Q4 in 2024. All right, so in this section, I'm basically going to be going over games and SocialFi apps, stuff that isn't really tapping, mining, or just set and forget. It requires a little more interaction. But if you have the time, or you just need something different from tapping and mining all day because it's driving you crazy, these might be a good change for you. Then we also have this one, OKX Racer. This one's been getting a lot of talk because of course it's tied directly with OKX wallet, and this one's kind of cool because the way this one is, you're not really tapping or farming, but you play a little game that they have and you decide whether the price of Bitcoin is either going to go up or down. And then after 5 seconds, it determines whether you win or you lost, and if you win, you gain some tokens. If you lost, you don't gain tokens. And you can usually do this up to a certain amount of times before you have to wait for a refill to happen. If you head over to tasks, you can actually boost up some of that stuff, so definitely check this one out and put it on your list. Then next we have this one, which is pretty fun, and it's called TonKombat. Now with this one, you're just going to check in every so often and claim your token. But with this one, you can do battles and stuff, which I think is really awesome. You can head into the daily bonus and claim that as well, which I suggest. You can upgrade your mining stuff. Then you can also upgrade your honor level, which is good because that'll also help you when you're doing battle and stuff like that. They have the airdrop over here, which tells you everything you need to do. And then the coolest feature about it, which is fighting. Now, when you have your character, one of the first things you can do is you can go over here and you can choose different skills, and then you can actually go over here and you can choose a different house. So they have like Not Coin, Yes Coin, Catizen, BLUM, Seed, Hamster Combat, Dogs. They have everything. So it's actually pretty cool. And after you choose your house and your attacking move, then you can go in and you can start fighting people. And as you can see, I completely and unfairly whooped that guy's ass. But this one's cool. I like this one, and it's also fun if you get friends involved in it, you know, so definitely check this one out. The first one is GenoPets. Now GenoPets is pretty well known, and I like it because it follows in line with Pokemon in the way the game plays and everything like that. And they're doing their airdrop a little differently. Instead of just doing it at one date in the far future, they're basically doing a small airdrop every week that's distributed over the next couple of months. So as long as you're getting up on the leaderboard and fighting, then you're good to go. Basically, you come in, you earn tickets either from inviting friends or doing tasks, and then once you're good to go, then you can take your pet and you can start battle going against a random or a friend. I personally really like the way the battle system is set up. Like I said, it's just like Pokemon, so it's already got that nostalgic feel to it. And it's pretty fun. Every time you whoop someone's ass, you earn tickets so that you can spin more to level up your character and partake in more battles. So all in all, not too bad. I definitely recommend this one if you're a Pokemon fan or you just like battle games in general. Then next up is a game that's put out by the same people who did Catizen, and this one is called Bombie. Now this is pretty much kind of just like how Catizen worked in that the game really runs itself. Once you get up to level 15, you're able to put your character on an auto mode, and the way it works is you have these boxes down here that you can use the auto to open up, and then it just opens up these boxes, and then you can pick gear and you can decide whether to sell it or upgrade. And you're just constantly doing this, upgrading your guy, and he's running along fighting zombies and yada yada yada. And I mean, it's pretty cool. And what I liked about this one is when you start at the game, they retroactively reward you with their Bombie tokens. So I mean, this one's worth checking out, see where it goes, and at least log in with it, get the retroactive stuff. And if you never play it again until the airdrop, fine, right? You can do that too. Next up, we have a pretty popular one called MemesLab, and this one kind of reminds me of the Pixelverse fighting game. It's basically the same thing. Like, you log in every couple of hours and you can claim their token. You can use the token to upgrade your character for fighting. You can also go here to the daily meme coin site for every day and enter in the code that usually pops up on Twitter or in their group chats to earn a little bit more. Pretty standard and simple though, so you might want to check this one out if you're into gaming and battle stuff like that. And next up is one that's brand new, so this one you want to do. You want this at the top of your list because this is backed by the makers of Notcoin, and now they've come out with something new called NotPixel, which is similar to the OurPlace project that Reddit did, where basically a bunch of large communities get together and you use pixels and paint all over this big giant canvas. Some people use it to do cool stuff, other people use it to do dirty stuff, but it's pretty cool. You log into the game and then you're allotted a certain amount of pixels and you can just kind of paint wherever you want. They have a leaderboard over here, so if you're part of a squad or you want to join a squad, you can do that. For this one, mostly you just want to make sure that you're popping in every so often and painting with the pixels and being active in it, because usually with airdrops you're rewarded for your activity and how much you interact with said app. And then last up, we have the COUB app. Now, this is kind of a new one. It's more of a SocialFi app. It's kind of like social media, posting videos, pictures, stuff like that. And one of the cool things I like about them is that if you link up your Ton wallet, they instantly start awarding you with their COUB token. If you head over to their homepage, you'll see all the different stuff that people are posting. And if you hit the little plus sign up here, it'll have you open up their mobile app, which that's the only thing you're going to have to do with this one. You're going to want to download their mobile app as well. Just create an account, and that way you'll be able to start posting. Pretty cool, and I like the whole social media, SocialFi aspect of it. It's one of the ones that's getting talked about a lot. So if you're already active posting in other places, or if you're a content creator, this might be a cool thing for you. You can just come here and post up all your shit that you post up everywhere else and get some extra points for it. Alright, and so that is it. That is currently everything that I am farming and messing around with right now. If you've made it this far through both parts, God bless you. You are a saint. And now that you have everything laid out before you, you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Like I said in the last video, I've got every possible link that you need below. I've also got the spreadsheet, which contains everything that I'm farming as well. And if I do jump on anything new, it's going to be on that spreadsheet first because it's quicker for me to update that than to make a YouTube video. So make sure you're checking on that spreadsheet constantly. I've also got the link to my Twitter below if you want to shoot me a follow. I always appreciate that because I'm always posting up some stuff on there too that might be helpful. Other than that, thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching this video, and thanks for all the support. Now go get to tapping and let's get paid, fam.
We're all gonna make it, we're all gonna make it, we're all